Hi, welcome to the Pink Moon Tarot. I'm Nikki, the Pink Moon Tarotist, and I'm here to give a general love reading for the for 6 signs: the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. So I'll take a look at yours now, and the other 6 will be in another video, just so that the videos don't go on too long. Each sign will be time-stamped in the description box below, so you can jump straight to your sign and your reading. And if you know your moon, your rising, or your Venus, you can check those out as well if this doesn't resonate with you. So please do feel free to pick up anything that does resonate and just leave the rest behind. But I'm just taking a general look at what is going on with love. So I'm not doing a specific looking at them, looking at you and the relationship, because I will keep that for specific singles and couples readings. But this is just a general what's going on in your love life. So Aries, your cards are alive. Okay. This is very interesting, Aries, sorry. I've got to stop saying so many signs in one go because I get confused. It doesn't take much to confuse me. While I'm getting the deck prepared, if you would like to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, that would be very much appreciated. Okay. And if you want to delve deeper, you can always contact me for a private reading. The link to my website where you fill out the inquiry form is in the description box below. Okay, right. Nice. Okay. So, my lovely Aries, at the moment, there seems to be something you're missing. We can see here the girl, she's looking at the 4 empty cups, looking very fed up with herself. You can see she's got 3 empty cups. It's the 4 of cups. And she's looking there and she's kind of like, ugh. And she's missing the fact that there is this great big rainbow spouting forth from the full cup that is on the other side of her. So she's completely missing what is around her. And this shows me, my lovely Aries, that there may be a sense here of either, if you're in a relationship, not really appreciating what you have, maybe focusing on what's not going well, what's not working, and a need to focus on the good stuff and really reignite that sense of love and joy within your relationship by focusing on the good things. So you might be thinking, well, my partner's not very romantic. It'd be nice if he'd bring me flowers once in a while. But does he bring you a cup of coffee in the morning? Or does she bring you a cup of coffee in the morning? Do they bring you a cup of coffee in the morning? You know, because that is a romantic gesture. So really take a look at your relationship and what is going well in it, because there's always something good to pull out of something. And if you are single and seeking, then it may be that you have the opportunity to be with somebody, but you're just not recognizing that person as a viable option. So have a look around you at what situations, what people are around you that could put you in the prospect of finding love. And then we have the Temperance card next to that. And Temperance is about balance. You know, he's the angel of balance, but he's also the angel of playing with the energies. So this is a time for you to find that balance between the masculine and the feminine, between the positive and the negative, and really play with those energies to find your sense of equilibrium, find your sense of balance. You may be feeling a little bit like you are being dictated to, okay? We have the Emperor, that's divine masculine energy. And this doesn't mean it's a man that is doing that, it's just that masculine energy, okay? So when I say he or she, I am referring to either the picture on the card or the divine masculine or the feminine energy. And in this case, it's that divine masculine. And so you may be feeling like things are out of your control, like someone else is in charge, like, maybe that person is in authority over you, or maybe you are the one who is trying to exact your authority over somebody else. And for those of you single, it may be that you are looking at someone who is a great leader, who is dynamic, who is an entrepreneur, who has that ability to lead and be very strong and very direct. And it may be causing you to feel a little bit sort of like, a little bit like a rabbit in the headlights, like, I'm not sure if this person is the person I want, because, are they going to dominate me? But we then have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles shows me that this could, for some of you, be a workplace romance that you are considering. And maybe that's, with a boss, and you're thinking, well, maybe that, a superior in my workplace with me, it's not a great idea. It can cause issues. There's problems going on there. Or maybe if you are in a relationship, this is more to do with the need to keep working on something, to see the development you've had so far. You can see here that she's sat in that chair and she's surveying all that she has done. There's the phases of the moon there showing the phases of the relationship. And it's about recognizing what you have done well, what has worked, what has gone well within the relationship, and really trying to focus in on those things, those aspects. We then have the Four of Swords. So, don't burn yourself out over this. Take breaks, take time for you, take time to rest and relax. Don't keep pushing at something. And that's true whether you're in a relationship or whether you're seeking. If you keep pushing and you keep trying and you keep efforting, you may just push the person away. So take a step back every now and then and just take a break and think, okay, I need some time for me. I need some time to rest. I need some time to reevaluate the situation. We then have the Seven of Cups showing me that you're caught between a decision right now, thinking what's real, what's not. And, that can happen in any relationship. You start to wonder if something is just fantasy or if it's real, if it's good or if it's just, imagined in your head. And the Seven of Cups, it is that card of fantasies. It is that card of dreams, but it's also the card of dreaming big and allowing yourself those dreams. So whether you're single or in a relationship, really look at the situation from a positive perspective and look at what is good, what is encouraging you to feel that sense of being able to dream. Can you dream? Can you grow? Can you be you within this relationship? We then have Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords shows me that some of you may have experienced some kind of loss. The Five of Swords is that card of false victory, but fives represent loss, regret, those kinds of emotions. And the Five of Swords is a false victory. So maybe you've been engaged in an argument where you felt like you got the upper hand, but actually it didn't make you feel any better for doing so. And this can very often be the case when we're in a relationship, and we've certainly a relationship we've been in for a long time. We can feel like being right is more important than being in good communication with somebody. And sometimes that can lead to issues around the relationship, causing more turmoil, causing more turbulence. So really take a look at that and think, where can you sort of dial that back a bit? And if you're single and seeking, and you're feeling like, that this, you felt like you'd found a person that was a viable option, but actually they weren't, and now you're feeling a bit jaded about it. It's giving you a literal headache. But it's again, it's look at it from a different perspective. It's look at it in terms of maybe that one didn't work out, but maybe the next one will. Be open, be willing. Because we then have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands, pages are messengers, and this is the messenger of joy. So bring in the joy, bring in the creativity, bring, you know, if you're in a relationship, get creative with it. Don't do the same thing day in, day out and expect different results. You know, shake things up a bit, try something different, go on a date night, whatever it is, you know, do something that takes you out of your current situation in a creative and joyful way. Put the fun back into it. And if you are single and seeking, then why not try a different approach? Try being a bit more creative with it. You know, ask friends, ask family, did they know someone? Look at the prospects in your workplace if you have a work environment. My prospects in my workplace are my cards. That's it. That's all I have in my workplace. So that wouldn't help me. But you know what I mean. Look at things in a more creative way and remember to have fun and bring the joy. If you're going on dates, just have fun. Have no expectations, just have fun. And there is a gift in this for you. We have the Six of Pentacles. It is the card of giving and receiving. So you need to be open to giving your love and receiving love. It's a two-way thing. It's giving and receiving, but expect to receive and be open to receiving. Okay, and that's true whether you're single or in a relationship. It's all about giving and receiving. If you're not open to receiving love, how do you expect to get love? It's as simple as that. You know, speak to yourself and to others with loving and kind words. Be open, be willing to receive, and show that you are the embodiment of love yourself. And then we have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords, you know, this is an extra little bonus card you have on the end here. And the Six of Swords is that card of moving away from troubled waters. You can see here, she's in the boat. There's the choppy waters. The crows are dragging her away from those choppy waters. Help is coming. Help will arrive in a timely fashion. When you need it the most, help will be there if you can be open to receiving it. So whether that's trouble in an existing relationship or trouble finding love, just know that help is coming, whether it is from your divine team or whether it is from friends and family. Help is there for you. And if you are willing to receive it and you are willing to accept the love that is being offered, then it will grow and you will be much, much happier. Okay, my lovely Aries. So until the next time, I hope you have a wonderful October. Remember, be kind to yourself and to others. Please do remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Namaste. Okay, my lovely Taurus. Now your reading, your general reading was a very interesting reading indeed. Some cards came up to do with love in there, so I'm very intrigued to see what comes up in your love reading. But if you haven't watched your general reading, then do pop on over and have a look at that. Your money readings are also up. They're all linked in the description box below, as are the ways you can contact me if you want to delve deeper. If you have any questions, then you can contact me for a personal reading. The link to my website is in the description box below. Okay. So, Taurus, what do they need to know about love? Oof, yes. Not surprised to see that there, actually. Taurus, love, what do they need to know? Okay. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I know how you're going to achieve of the cards that came out in that general reading. A lot of sword energy. A lot of sword energy. Okay. Swords are air energy. They're to do with communication, knowledge, and wisdom. And there's a lot of it going on here. Okay. But where do I start? Oof. Okay, I'm going to start with the swords. Right. We have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Now, these cards are not great cards to have together. I'll be honest with you. They are to do with claiming false victories, with deception, with being a little bit dishonest. And to me, this is you being dishonest with yourself, Taurus. So there is a need here for you to let go of the pretenses, let go of the things that are holding you back, let go of those old stories that you're telling yourself about love. Now, this may be, if you're in a relationship, it may be that you are stuck in a rut in that relationship and feeling like everything is their fault. You know, there's a lot of blame going on here. There's a lot of disconnect. There's a lot of, there's a lot of need for communication, basically. And if you're single and seeking, it may be that you are denying something to yourself here about the way you're going about it. And you have the potential here to have a lot of love, okay? You have the potential for your relationship that's existing to go to the next level. Look at the reading that I did. You have the potential here for love to be in abundance. If you're single and seeking, you have the ability to call in that love. But there is something you're holding on to, something that you are telling yourself that is preventing this, okay? And I can see that because we also have the Tower in reverse. The Tower is about sudden and unexpected change. When it is in the reverse, it shows me this huge resistance to change. What are you resisting? What are you not wanting to let go of? And it's quite a big thing you're not wanting to let go of, okay? Because we also have Death and Rebirth and the Devil card. The Devil shows me addiction. Addiction to that old story, addiction to being in a codependent relationship, addiction to feeling like it's never going to happen for you, you know? And you can relate this whether you are single and seeking or whether you are in a relationship. You know, what are you stuck in? What are you not allowing to happen? That needs to happen? What change within you needs to happen in order for you to open yourself up for that love, for that communication to come in, for your current relationship to start working again? There is something you definitely need to let go of. Let your old story die. Let your old way of thinking die. Because out of that can be reborn something much, much better. And you may feel stuck at the moment with this 7 of Cups, stuck feeling like you are, you're choosing between fantasy and reality. You're sort of like, well, yeah, it's all very well saying that, but, they're not making enough money. They're not being this, they're not being that. Whatever it is that is, that is engaging this blame game within you, whether it's on yourself or whether it's on a partner, allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself the opportunity to be open to new experiences. That's what I'm getting from this 7 of Cups here. Open yourself up to those new experiences. Allow your fantasies to run, because it's not a bad thing. It's really not. Get in touch with what you truly, truly want. We then have 2 more swords. We have the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is the messenger. This shows me that you're going to find some new information. And this new information, depending on how you receive it, is going to have an impact on your love life. Now, this new information may not be very trustworthy. So if it is gossip and rumor, you know, something you hear through the grapevine, through social media or whatever, really think about, is what you're hearing real? Is it true? Is it something worth getting sucked into? Or is this just someone who is trying to be disruptive between you and another person, whether it's an existing person or whether it's a person you've been thinking about possibly getting involved with? But there is some new communication coming in, and you may need to watch out for that new communication because I don't get a good feeling about it. Use your own integrity. We have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords, she is that person who will tell it like it is. You know, she is that air energy of communication, of knowledge, of wisdom. She's my warrior queen. Inhabit that warrior queen energy. And, you know, whether you're male or female, it doesn't make a difference. It's that feminine energy of using your intuition to guide you, of trusting your gut instinct on things. If something looks like a duck, walks like a duck, and smells like a duck, you can pretty much guarantee it's a duck. You know, it's not going to be a fish swimming in the sea, is it? Just saying. It's not going to be a rabbit hopping around. If it's a duck, it's a duck. So really trust your instincts here. Know that you have that inner knowledge. You have that inner wisdom to read a situation. Because out of all of this confusion and this need to let go of past issues and to not be influenced by people who are trying to, you know, they may have the best intentions in the world to say, oh, I wouldn't get involved with her because XYZ, or I wouldn't get involved with them because, you know, the last relationship they had was really awful. Judge for yourself, okay? Judge for yourself. Because look at what you can have. We have the 10 of Cups here, and this is beautiful, beautiful energy. This is love in abundance. It is, you see the couple here and their children and the rainbow. The cups are all filled and overflowing with love. It is a beautiful energy. So if you can allow something to die that you no longer need, that is no longer serving you, and out of that, you can be reborn into this beautiful, wonderful, loving relationship, then why not do that? But there is something you need to work on here, Taurus, whether it's yourself or whether it's other people interfering, like little woodpeckers in your head, you know, going, oh, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. Trust yourself and don't get your heels dug in, my lovely Taurus. I know, I know you can be quite a stubborn sign. And that's good in some respects because sometimes we need a bit of stubbornness to drive us through things. But other times we need to kind of take that foot off the brake and just allow yourself to feel that love. Allow it to come in. You know, embody love, be love. Talk to yourself in loving and kind ways and expect love from others. And if people aren't being loving and they aren't being kind, then cut those cords. Don't let them treat you like a puppet on the string, okay? You need to be in charge of you. You need to do you. And when you do, and when you love yourself and you allow that love to come in, look at how much you get. Beautiful energy. Okay, my lovely Taurus. So I really do recommend you go and watch the general reading. And if you're interested in your money reading, that will also be linked in the description box below. But until next time, please do remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful October. Namaste. So Gemini, let's see what's going on with you with love at the moment. If you want to check out your general readings or your money readings for the month, they'll also be linked in the description box below. And remember, if you want to check out your moon, your rising, or your Venus, you can check those out. They'll also be linked in the description box below. So Gemini, what is going on with love with my lovely Geminis? Thank you. Oh, okay. If I can shuffle, that would be good. Okay, let's try that again. Thank you. Okay, something going on with you, Geminis. Oh, but that's good. Nice. Okay. Might be something around money with you. Okay, right. So my lovely Geminis, the first card I pulled out was the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Eights are about movement. And when the Eight of Cups is in the upright, it shows me that there's something that you need to walk away from, something that you need to leave behind, something that is no longer serving you, no longer working for you, whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship. Something is here that is not working and you need to just leave that behind. I'm not saying leave a relationship, but maybe something within that relationship that you are holding on to that is not working, that is just causing more trouble, more of a rift. That may be something that you need to walk away from. And I can see, because we have the Devil card here as well, that it is something that you are finding particularly difficult to move away from. Something in your story that is a bit of an addiction. It can be an addiction to be stuck telling yourself the same thing. So you might very well be, it may very well have something to do with money going on here, because we have some pentacles going on in this reading as well. So maybe you are arguing about money with your partner. Maybe you're worrying that the person you're interested in is not financially stable, or maybe you are thinking you're not financially stable, so therefore you can't offer anything to anyone else. But remember that this is your own perception. This is not something that is necessarily the root cause of the issue here. And you are deceiving yourself somewhat. We have the Seven of Swords here. This is something that you need to be honest with yourself about. You need to really open up and be honest. And we also have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, showing me that there is a need for you to be generous. There is a need for you to open up, okay? So whether that is, you know, in a current relationship, or, you know, even if you're single, something is stopping you from being open, from being generous, from being willing to see the best that is going on. And there is a lot of good going on here. We also have the Nine of Wands in the upright, and this shows me that there may be a need for you to set some healthy boundaries. Now, healthy boundaries are boundaries that stop you from doing things that you don't want to do, but you do them because you feel like you have to do them, because you are persuaded to do them by somebody else, because you feel like it's the right thing to do, or it's what's always been done, so therefore you're always doing it. But you're allowed to say no, okay? You're allowed to put yourself first. So tap into your inner strength. You can see here she's very strong. She's very determined. So show yourself that determination to be kind to yourself and to be open and willing to receive the best from others. We also have the Page and the Knight of Pentacles, which is what was showing me that this may have something to do with money, because Pentacles are earth energy. They also represent money. So there may be some money issues going on with you somewhere. But the Page is the messenger and the Knight is the one that sort of moves things along more. And he is Mr. Plod. He is Mr. Cross the T's and dot the I's, working on something. So there's an element here of working on yourself, working on your own skills, your own knowledge, your own abilities within this loving relationship, or within seeking a loving relationship. And then once you plant those seeds, just watch them gain the momentum and grow. And the stability that you seek, the security that you need will come. It's just going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of effort. And, you know, although in manifestation you say, you know, you shouldn't effort your way through things, I don't mean that kind of effort. I mean a positive effort, a good effort, working on something that is going to build and grow and develop your relationship, either with yourself so that you can then be ready to meet that person, or with your partner so that you can improve that relationship in incremental steps. Don't be afraid to let go of what isn't working. Don't be afraid to leave the past behind. In the center of the reading here, we have the King of Cups. And this masculine energy is the energy of love, of kindness, of going with the flow, of not putting so much pressure on yourself to achieve and to make money, to do things, to, you know, it's like, it's embody that love. Embody that sense of knowing you're in the flow and knowing you're going with it. But to get into the flow, you have to embody love in all its aspects. So it's love of yourself, love of others. Use loving, kind words, love of your animals, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, whatever you believe. Tap into your source and discover the love within you. And let go of the oars. Stop rowing upstream, you know, let go and go with the flow a little bit more. You don't need to put so much pressure on yourself, because look here, the universe wants to give you all that you want. This is the Nine of Cups. There is the treasure chest there. She's leaping for joy. She's throwing those cups in the air. It is about receiving in abundance, receiving that love in abundance. Cups are water energy, which is the energy of feelings and emotions. So allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to be filled up with love, and let the universe give you the love that you deserve. But you do need to let go of something, my lovely Geminis. There is that devil card there, but look at the devil, okay? He's got this person as a puppet on a string, but look how loose those strings are. How easy would it be for that person to escape the devil's clutches? How easy would it be to let go of those addictions, let go of that toxic relationship, or to let go of the codependency that you may feel for another? You know, there's something here that needs to be released. And if you're single and seeking, it's probably something to do with your old story, the thing that you're telling yourself about love, the thing that you're telling yourself, you know, you don't deserve it, you're not worth it. Or every time you get into a relationship, you get into a relationship with the same person over and over again. They may be physically different people, but emotionally they are the same person and you have the same result. So it's making you feel jaded. Well, look at what you do want, okay? Look at what it is you want to call in, and know that you have the ability within you to cut those cords, to move away from what isn't serving you. And the only person that is stopping you right now is you. But look at what the universe wants to give you. It wants to give you that ultimate joy, that love, that abundance overflowing. It wants you to feel that security. It's even got the treasure chest down here, showing the money as well. You know, so it wants to give you that security. It wants to give you that sense of completion, that sense of being whole. But you need to feel whole within yourself before you can feel whole with another. Okay, my beautiful Geminis, if this resonated with you and you want to delve deeper, you can always contact me for a personal reading. The form to fill out is on my website. The link is in the description box below. If you want to check out your other readings, they're also linked in the description box below. But until next time, please do remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful October. Be kind, be loving to yourself and others, and be open to receiving all that you deserve and you desire. Namaste. Okay, so Cancer, your turn to see what is going on with the love in your life at the moment in the month of October. See if you're calling any love in, if there's anything that you need to be aware of. That was a dreadful shuffle, Cancer. The cards just kind of went everywhere. But we'll work with it. Yes, there we go. Okay, so Cancer, October, love. What do they need to know? Oof, straight away. Straight away. Okay. Wow, your cards are flying. Okay. Oof, oof. You've got an oof there, Cancer. Okay. Okay. Oh, trying to throw half the deck across the table. Actually shuffle. Ooh, nice. You're going, what, Nikki, what? I'll get there. I'll get there. I'm just getting the cards out first to get the full picture. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Right, my lovely Cancers. Okay, so we start off, the first card that came out was the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, she's earth energy. She's about being grounded, about being realistic with yourself. But she's also representative of family, of home, of the importance of that. And Cancers, I know, my lovely Cancers, a lot of you are very much homebodies. You know, home is about you know, where the heart is. It is your central focus in most cases. Most Cancerians are very much the protectors, the homemakers, the builders of security within the home. And the Queen of Pentacles really represents that. So this is showing me that this is an important aspect of your love right now. Your love is something that you want to feel secure in, wanting to feel that sense of harmony and togetherness within the home, that sense of security and stability. And that's, you know, that I'm not surprised to see that, to be quite frank. I mean, that's, you know, it's quite an obvious card for a Cancerian. Not all Cancerians feel that way. You know, we do have some anomalies that are not home-based. I know when I was younger, I wasn't particularly that way inclined. You know, so not all Cancerians will feel that. But at the moment, this is where your energy is going to come from. This is where your sense of worth, your sense of security, your sense of feeling in control is going to come from. It's going to come from that stable home environment. So if you're in a relationship and it's not feeling particularly stable right now, if you're feeling a little bit unsure or whatever, then this is something that you need to look at and need to work on within that relationship, is that getting that stability. And also the Pentacles represent money, so there may be some money issues for some of you. And for those of you seeking love, you know, it may be to do with the fact that you are seeking that stability, you're seeking that security, and you want to have that secure home life. Now, we do have, we have three cards that are a bit like, ooh, you know, which is why you got an oof out of me. The first one of those three is we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Now, this shows me that it's not so much that fortune isn't in your favor, it's more that you are somehow stuck in a cycle that is not so positive, you know. So if you're in a relationship, for example, and you're having a few issues, maybe around money, after all, that's one of the things that a lot of couples have arguments over, then, you know, you might be stuck in that cycle, refusing to kind of let it go and to see things from a different angle and to see what you actually do have. You can get a bit lost in your story of woe in a way. Okay, and that it's that sort of that refusal to move on. And the reason I say that is because we then have the devil card, and the devil is the card of addiction, of being, you know, being stuck maybe in a codependent relationship, being stuck feeling like your old story is what makes you you. So therefore you just keep retelling it. You keep reacting to things in the same way as you've always reacted, because it's a cycle and it's familiar and it's what you're used to and it's what you're doing, and that, you know, but that doesn't help. And even if you're seeking love, you know, it might be that you're tired of calling in the same person over and over and over again. So each relationship fails because they turn out to be exactly the same as the last person you went out with, and those flaws come up very quickly, and we start to get frustrated because, you know, you think, well, there are no more good people out there for me to date. They're all already gone. That kind of talk, you know, I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but I'm saying those kinds of things are the things that we tell ourselves that prevent us from moving on. But here's the thing with the devil. If you look at this person who he's holding, and he's a very handsome devil, let's face it. But if you look at the person he's holding, he's got the strings there, and the person is like, oh, you know, like this is my life, this is the way it is. But those strings are very, very loose. That person could easily snap those strings away, could easily get out of that bound situation, and could very easily cut those cords and release themselves. But it takes some inner work, okay? It takes some work on what it is you really, really want, and looking with a very honest opinion at yourself about what it is you're expecting and what it is you're putting out there. Because if you focus constantly on, I'm calling in the same person over and over again, and that person is not good enough, that person doesn't treat me nicely, that person isn't financially secure, that person is never, you know, is never around, they don't consider my feelings, whatever those things are, then it's time for you to refocus on what you do want instead of what you don't want. Instead of thinking that I always get this always happens. You know, it's time to interrupt that pattern and think, what do you want? And what can you focus on to call in to make it, you know, to make the next person you call into your life the right person? Even if it's the right person for just for right now, you still want to have a positive experience with that person. So it's really about you letting go. And if you're in a relationship and you're stuck with that sort of like the continual perpetual argument that goes on over and over and over again, you feel like that's all that ever happens, stop and think, what is good about the relationship? What is good about what is going on with you and your partner right now? How can you celebrate your love? How can you celebrate each other and celebrate what they do for you? How can you be grateful for what you already have? Because the more you focus on those things, the more of those things you'll start to see coming in. And is it really money that you're arguing about, for example? Or is there some underlying thing there that is causing that argument? Because it's rarely about the actual money. There's usually something underlying below it. It may be that the person is always out working and or you're always out working and you don't get to spend enough time together, and that's actually what's causing the tension. So you need to make time for each other. You need to be there for each other a little bit more. You know, so really take a good hard look at what's actually going on, and then try to flip the way you're looking at things to a positive way, okay? And the reason I say about being very truthful and honest is because we then have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, this is air energy. This is the energy of knowledge, of wisdom, of truth, integrity. And he also has a blooming great big sword there, which you can use to cut those cords from that devil. Okay, so you can get that that sense of honesty with yourself and be able to move on in a positive way towards what it is you truly want. And although you may be feeling like things are really out of balance right now, whether you're in a relationship or single, you may be feeling like it's a bit of an uphill struggle. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, the Two of Pentacles, when it's in the upright, means juggling, means, you know, things are off balance. When it's in the reverse, it means the same thing. It's just amplified. It's just even more, you know, even more of an imbalance, even more of a need to get balance. But there's usually something that you are doing that is causing that disharmony. And I'm not saying it's your fault. Before you come at me with that, I'm not saying that this is about you doing something wrong, but it is a good time to stop and think, how can you flip your thoughts? How can you tell a different story and get those things that you want? Get that relationship back on track. Get the person that you want coming into your life, coming into your life. It's about you embodying what it is you truly desire. Okay, now we do also sandwich between the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is that card of moving away from troubled waters, you know, and it's also help coming in a timely fashion. So if you think, you know, you might have spirit guides, guardian angels, you know, whatever you believe in, talk to them and ask them, how can I move away from this? What can I do? How can I change what's going on? How can I call in the person I want to call in? How can I make my relationship a better relationship? What do I need to do? What do I need to work on? And you may also have help from friends or family or whatever. But the important thing is here, it's moving away from these choppy, troubled waters. And when you do, then the response from the universe is beautiful. We have the Ten of Cups here. This is harmonious relationships. This is love in abundance. You know, you've got the couple sitting here on the rainbow, the two children playing there. You've got the 10 cups. It's the cup overflowing. Tens are a completion. This is about having the complete package. So if you're in a relationship and you don't want to walk away from it, and I'm not saying you have to stay in a relationship that you don't want to be in, but if you want to make a relationship work, if you want to move forwards with this person and get to this feeling of abundant love and stability and feeling that that sense of joy and harmony in your relationship, then you need to take a look at how you can achieve that. Start focusing on the positives, as I said. And if you are wanting to call that in, if you're wanting to create a relationship that is that linked together, abundant love, beautiful energy, then you need to be projecting that out yourself. You need to be embodying the sense of love and abundance within yourself in order to attract that to you. Okay, we also have the Nine of Cups. Now this shows me the universe is there waiting to give you everything that you want. It wants to give you the money. It wants to give you the joy. It wants to give you the cups of love and emotions overflowing. It wants you to have everything. The Nine of Cups is that card of the universe gifting you your heart's desire. So get clear on what your heart's desire is, because you are calling that in right now. So whether that's a relationship you're working on or whether that's a new relationship you're calling in, it doesn't make a difference. The fact of the matter is the universe wants you to have it all. So let it come, okay? And we then have the Temperance card. And temperance is all about balance. It's the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. It's the sun and the moon. You know, he's got the sun and the moon here. And it's playing with those energies until you find that sense of equilibrium. It's letting things flow, letting things go that don't work and bringing in those things that do. You know, play with those energies, enjoy the journey into love. If you are focused purely on what you don't have, then you're just going to be getting more of that. If you're focused and attached to the outcome, you know, sort of like, well, I don't know, I'll make up a person right now for you. This is not obviously what I'm calling in or anyone else is calling in, but you know, you may say, right, I want a person who is 6'3", all muscles, long hair, a beard, tattoos. He's got to be funny. He's got to be creative. He's got to be spiritual. He's got to be this. He's got to be that. And so you're calling that in, and then you're so attached to that you start to focus on it in a way that it's like, well, if I don't see anyone that fits that personality or fits that physical form, then this isn't working. And, you know, until that person comes in, I can't be happy, you know, and it's not about that. It's about being happy where you are now, being happy with you, loving yourself, being happy and content in your own life and your own journey. And then, yes, you can put out there all those physical things if you want to, and get clear about what it is you want. But then just let it go and just enjoy the journey towards it. Because when you're trying to manifest anything, and I know this is slightly different to tarot, but I do talk about manifestation, so I'm going to include it. When you're trying to manifest anything into being, it's not about having the proof along the way that it's working. It's trusting that you are on the right path and enjoying the journey towards your goals. So this is included in love. You know, if you want love, you need to embody love. You need to love yourself, love others, love everything that you are doing, and enjoy the journey to getting there. And your manifestation will show up when you are in a place of acceptance and alignment with what it is you want. Okay. And then we have a bonus one that fell out as well, so I kept it. We have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands, it's new beginnings. Aces are new beginnings. And this is something that, you know, the Ace of Wands, she's got the fire on her third eye here. You can see this, the fire there. It's that creative energy, it's that spark, it's that inspiration. But the reason it's on the third eye is because the third eye is used to see the unseen, to trust your instincts, to trust your intuition, to trust your gut, and to move forwards with a creative, fiery aspect to you that is one of joy and alignment. Okay? Oof, that was quite an intense one. Okay, my lovely Cancers, if this resonated with you, then please remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you want to delve deeper, if you have any other questions, you know, regarding money, regarding love, anything that you want to delve into, you can always contact me for a private reading. The link to my website where the inquiry form is in the description box below. The link to all the other videos is also in the description box below, including your general readings. I do recommend you go and check those out. They're a bit longer than these ones. And your money readings are there as well. So go and check them out. And if you want to delve deeper, you can contact me for a personal reading. But until next time, have a wonderful October. Remember, love yourselves, be kind to yourselves and to others. Namaste. Okay, Leos, it is now your turn for what is going on with my lovely Leos in love. Not the Leos that are in love, but just to do with love in general for my Leos. So Leo, October 2021, love. That was too many that came out then. Whee! Nice. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Ooh. I can see that, yes, definitely. Interesting. That was just me dropping a card. Let's try that again. Oof. Okay. Nice. This might take a bit of work to get there, Leos, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Right. Interestingly, you have 3 8s, okay? And 8s are to do with movement, progression, okay? And you have 3 of them here. One of them is in the reverse. So there's a little bit of disconnect with the movement here, a little bit. Okay. We also have another card that indicates movement, which is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune popped up immediately. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is when fortune is in your favor and the wheel is turning in the direction that you want it to be going in. So in this instance, you know, as we're talking about love, if you are in a relationship, then, you know, you might be feeling like you're on the cusp of the next cycle of that relationship, like you want it to move on to another level. And remember that a wheel does keep turning, you know, and when it turns, it's not like an exercise bike. It doesn't just stay in one place and just turn on the spot. It turns and it moves forwards. And the Wheel of Fortune is about you changing your fortunes here and making things a bit better. So there may be something that that you're working on, a relationship that is, you know, it's improving. And that's not a bad thing. You know, getting some improvement in your relationship is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean it's not going to take work, but there is some improvement there. And if you're single and you're seeking, then, you know, the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor here is showing me that you are moving towards, you are getting closer towards your goal of an ideal mate. Okay? Now, that person may be a person that is the right person for the rest of your life, and it may be a person that is just for right now. But it's a good, positive step forwards towards love. Now, interestingly enough, we then have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. And the 7 of Cups, when it's in the upright, you know, the 7s are usually something to do with fantasies, dreaming, you know, that kind of thing. And the 7 of Cups is about making a choice between fantasy and reality, between dreams and the real world, and, you know, and choosing something that maybe you feel like is a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a far-reaching fantasy, but trusting that you can do that. When it's in the reverse, it tells me that you are not dreaming big enough. Okay? So my singles, I'm going to address you first. My singles out there, this tells me don't settle. Okay? You can have what you want, Leo. You don't need to settle for what is available or settling for what is okay and it'll do. And, you know, this person will give me security, but they don't make my heart beat faster. You know, it's like, don't settle. Dream big. What do you really want from a partner, Leo? And if you are already in a relationship, again, it's about not settling into a routine that is just what you're used to. And, you know, it may not feel very great. You may have been having a few bumps along the road that's making you feel a bit, oh, this is not fun. I'm not enjoying this relationship. You know, step out of your comfort zone and dream big. Okay? We then have the Moon card, and the Moon card is those those hidden things. You know, it's what is above is below, what is within is without. It's the mirror card. It's what are you putting out that you are reflecting back? You know, so if your relationship that you're currently in, for example, is not going particularly well, then have a think how that is you holding the mirror up. What is it within you that is creating this situation? And I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying it's all to do with you, because there are two people in a relationship. But it is a case of, well, how can you look at things differently? How can you flip the negative? How can you flip the narrative to make it more positive? How can you enhance that relationship to make it work in a better and more loving and gentle and generous way? And if you are single and you're like, well, I just don't meet anyone, or I keep meeting the same person in different bodysuits over and over again, you know, then think about what it is you are projecting out that is calling in that same energy each time. Shake it up, you know. Think about what you need to let go of. And I say that as well because we then have the 8 of Cups. Now, as I said, we have 3 8s here. This is the first of the 3, and the 8, and they're all to do with movement. The 8 of Cups is about moving away from what is no longer serving you. You can see here she's got the bowl with the fire in it, and she's just walking away from it. She's literally just set fire to her old way of thinking, the things that are no longer serving her, and she's walking off into the sunrise. She's going towards the positive, and she's leaving the negative behind her. And this is what's needing to be done here, whether you're single or in a relationship. There is something that you need to leave behind in order to move on in a positive way with your life. And it may take a little bit of work. It may take a little bit of effort, but it will pay off. We have the 8 of Pentacles here, and the 8 of Pentacles, you know, it's that card of you've worked on something, you've been knocking out the pentacles, you've been doing the job that you need to be doing. You've been doing everything, and now you need to survey what you've accomplished so far. You can see here, she's sat here and she's looking at all that she's achieved. You know, she's got the moon cycles up above her, which is reflecting this moon card. You know, and it is a case of really recognizing what is going well and recognizing how you have achieved what you've achieved so far, despite any bumps in the road along the way. And, you know, it's not about winning arguments. We have the 5 of Swords here, and the 5 of Swords is that card of like a false victory, you know, like claiming a victory. And if you're, you know, if you're in a partnership and you're arguing with your partner, sometimes we can get so dug in that it's more important to be right than it is to create harmony. And that's not a healthy attitude, you know. Is it more important that you're seen as being right, or is it more important that you create peace and understanding and love in your relationship? And if you're searching for love and you are being a little bit like, yeah, I found the person, I thought I found the person, but then they weren't the person because they were just like the person I went out with before. You know, this is part of that cycle of needing to recognize where it is you are creating that situation. And I know that sounds harsh, and I don't mean it to sound harsh, but we all do it, you know. Every single person in this world, we all call in things that we are focusing on, you know. So if we are focusing on, you know, they're always like this, they're always like that, then we're going to get more of that coming in. That's just the law of attraction. That's just what happens. And if you get stuck in that rut within a relationship, thinking like, we're just constantly arguing, nothing ever works for us, you know, we're just, you know, we're just stuck in this rut, we're boring, or whatever it is, you know, that is going on, then, you know, you're just bringing more of that to you. So really it's time to look deep within, to search for the unseen and look for those elements that are positive and those things that are good. Because then we have this beautiful Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is the card of union. It's the card of joining together. It's the card of, you've got the two hands that have linked together like this, and their cups are filled up. This is love, this is minor arcana version of the Lovers. It is about joining together with that soulmate, with that person that just fills you up and lights you up and makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, So this is a real soulmate connection going on here. Now, I'm very hesitant when I use the word soulmate because I recognize that soulmates can be mates. They don't have to be lovers. They don't have to be partners. They can just be part of your soul tribe, your friends, your family, those people that you have journeyed along the way with. But when it's the Two of Cups, it is that union card. It is, and this is a love reading after all. So it is about two people joining together. So if you are in a relationship and you feel like this is your soulmate you're in a relationship with, then work on that, and enjoy that. And if you're calling someone in, then know that you're calling in your soulmate right now. So work on who that is going to be. You don't want to call in the wrong one again, you want to call in the right one. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles, pages are messengers, and he is the one that comes in and says, work on you, work on your skills, your knowledge, your wisdom, your love, your everything. Work on you to develop and lay the foundation so that you are ready to accept love as it comes to you. Okay. But then we finally have the Eight of Wands, the last 8 in this reading, and it is in the reverse. Now, the Eight of Wands is the card of warped speed. It's my, in Star Trek when they go into warp speed and all the stars go shooting past the spaceship. That's what this one reminds me of. When it is in the upright, it is a card of speed. It is the card of things happening quickly and rapidly. When it's in the reverse, it's not that it's not going to happen fast, but it's going to take, you might have a bit of a false start. And it's going to take a little bit more time than you're expecting. So don't expect to think, right, okay, well, I'm going to fix my relationship. And then the next day, boom, it's fixed. It doesn't work like that. Or if you're single and you've been single for a long time and you're thinking, right, okay, so I'm going to go to a speed dating thing, and I'm going to meet the person of my dreams at that speed dating. Might not happen quite like that, okay? So it's about having patience and knowing that it's coming, knowing that it's coming in, knowing that you will have this soulmate connection going on here. It's coming in. It's going to take a little bit of work on you, on your attitude to what it is you want, what you're calling in. It's going to take you really allowing yourself to dream big and to connect with the unseen energies, the hidden energies of the moon, and really know that you have to walk away from what is not serving you anymore. Okay? Let those things go and move towards what you do want. So practice gratitude every day for what it is that is going well in your life, and enjoy the journey, Leo. Okay? If you want to delve deeper in this, or if you want to look at your finances or life in general, career, whatever, then you can always contact me for a personal reading. The link to my website is in the description box below, where the inquiry form is. And if you enjoyed this, please remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, have a wonderful October. Remember, be kind to yourself and to others. Until next time, namaste. Okay, Virgos, let's take a look at your love for October. What's going on with Virgo with love? Excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip of water. Apologise. A lot of talking. So, Virgos. October love. Oh, nice. Nice start, Virgo. Oof. Nice. Okay, let's see how that plays in. Wow, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 there. Okay. 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 Right, this is a bit of a mixed bag here, my lovely Virgos. Let's see what we can do with this. So, the first card, when I went, ooh, nice way to start, was the Sun. You can't ask for a nicer card than the Sun. The Sun is joy. It is illumination. It is the card of yes. Say yes. Say yes to life. Say yes to love. Say yes to success. You know, it's the card of ultimate joy and celebration. And it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. Bask in that glorious sunlight. So how? How do we bask in that glorious sunlight? That's what you're going to want to know. As I said, the Sun also does the illumination thing. So it will shine its light on any issues that you have that need to be addressed in order for you to gain the love that you want. So whether you're in a relationship or whether you are single and seeking, you know, there's always something that we need to work on that, you know, either making a relationship stronger, making a relationship work better, or calling in the person that we want rather than calling in the person we don't want. Now, I'm going to start with the sort of the negative side of things here. We have the 5 of Wands in the reverse and we have the 7 of Swords. Now, this tells me that you may have been, if you're in a relationship, you may have been involved in some petty squabbles and feeling like, you know, like winning an argument is more important than anything else. And it's sort of, whether it's at the expense of the relationship, the other person, or whatever, the important thing for you is to be right and to win the argument. That's not a great energy to have, you know. There's a need here for compromise. And, you know, you are deceiving yourself if you think there's not. We have the 7 of Swords here, the card of deception. These two cards, when they come out like this, shows me that there may be some pettiness involved here, something that is just not sitting well. It's just causing unnecessary trouble. And sometimes we just need to be honest with ourselves and look at where we are being a bit stubborn, a bit bullheaded, and saying, right, I'm right, they're wrong, it's their fault, it's their problem, it's their issue, without taking any ownership and responsibility of the part that we play in that. And that's true as well if you are single and seeking. You know, if you are looking for love, but you are convinced that you're always meeting someone who is just not good enough, just not right. They don't do this, they don't do that. It's, you know, they're not living up to expectations, and they never do. Then, you know, you need to look at how you're drawing that person to you. Okay. We also have the High Priestess here, which shows me this need to go within. So you need to do a little bit of soul searching this month, my lovely Virgos. And, you know, she's got these downloads coming. She's got the light, she's got the shade, she's got the moon there. You know, it's all about looking within and connecting with your higher self to what it is you truly, truly want. And rather than focusing on what you don't want and focusing on what you don't have, start to look at the things you do have, what you can do right now, either in a relationship or to call someone in. You know, how can you be happy with who you are now? How can you say yes to love, even if you don't have romantic love right now? Love yourself, love others, love your pets, love the earth, love the planet, you know, spread the love in other ways. So how can you connect to that energy of love? Because it's a big energy. You know, love is so multifaceted. It's not just about romance. It's not just about what happens between the sheets. It is all encompassing. Love feeds everything. So how can you connect to that energy of love? Take some time to go within and find out how you can do that, because you're wanting to plant the seed for your future here. We have the Ace of Pentacles between that Sun and that High Priestess. And the Ace of Pentacles, aces are beginnings, and this is about planting that seed for your future. So those of you in a relationship, it may be that you're feeling like at the moment things are perhaps not moving in the direction you want them to move in. Perhaps you want to start a family, or get married, or whatever it is you want to do. You want to go on to the next level, or perhaps you're wanting to look towards retirement with your partner. You know, whatever stage in your life you are in, there is still always a new beginning. Okay, and this is the beginning that you want to plant into healthy soil. So you need to come from a place of love, a place of setting your intentions in a positive way. Okay, and that's true if you're single or in a relationship. You know, you want to call in a stable relationship, then you need to think how you can lay the foundations for that stable relationship yourself. Let your inner desires come out. We have the Judgment card here. Now, Judgment is past, present, and future energy, but it's also the energy of allowing your inner desires to come out. You see here, she's got the ballerina coming from her heart chakra there. She is letting the universe know what she wants. Now, there may be something in your past that you are holding on to that is coloring things. You know, this is what I was saying about the old story, letting go of that old story. Stop telling yourself, you know, that the importance of being right, the importance of winning an argument is greater than the importance of a harmonious relationship. You know, let those inner desires come out in a positive and loving way. And then the universe can give you what you are asking for. And in the center here, we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Joy, as I call her. You know, allow that creative energy to flow. If you're calling someone in, really think in a really positive way. What do you want? How can you call that person into you if you're just looking at what you don't want? And if you're in a relationship, you know, get that fire back, get that spark back in that relationship. Work on bringing the joy back. She is the nurturing side of the royal suits of this, because she is the queen. It's not about just being a woman here. It's about that feminine energy of nurture, of care, of, you know, of lifting your spirits, of lifting the spirits of others around you, of embodying that joy and that harmony within. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, the card of reaping the rewards of the seeds that you sow. So what seed are you going to sow? Are you going to be reaching for those high fruits? Are you going to be allowing that sun to shine on you? Are you going to be able to take that relationship to the stage that you want it to be at? You know, if it's got stale and boring, can you put that excitement back into it? Can you reignite the love and passion? If you want to get married, can you see yourself doing that? Can you move forwards in that positive way? If you want to start a family, you know, then don't be so dogmatic and attached to the outcome of it, but maybe take the pressure off yourself and your partner a little bit, you know? But you will reap the rewards of what you sow. And also, if you're single and you are putting out into the universe that I always get the person of my dreams, you know, that I am love, I am loving, I am open, I'm willing to receive love in all ways, then, you know, then thinking about the person that you can envisage yourself with. But don't be so attached to the outcome that you think to yourself, right, I'm only going to be happy when I meet this person. Because that doesn't work. You need to be happy with who you are now. You need to be happy with yourself. You need to love yourself and love your life right now in the state that it's in right now in order to transcend into the next level. You know, manifestation doesn't work by giving you the proof first and then you make the manifestations. You make the manifestations and you enjoy the journey, you enjoy every aspect of it, and you start to see all that good stuff coming in. Release the attachment and watch you reap those rewards. And boy, they are some rewards. We have the final card here is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is that family card, that community card, the card of abundance, you know. It is earth energy, so it's very grounded, it's very real, it's very stable and secure. It's financial security, it's healthy, happy families and communities in general, good communication. And, you know, it's just a joyous, joyous energy. And this is your final card here. And tens are a completion. So say yes to what you want and you will get it. Beautiful, beautiful energy. If this resonated with you and you want to delve a bit deeper, then you can always contact me for a personal reading. The link to my website where the inquiry form is in the description box below. If you want to check out the other readings, your general readings and your money readings for the month are also linked in the description box below. So please do go and take a look at those. There was some interesting stuff came out, especially in the general readings, well, in the money readings too, to be fair. There's some interesting stuff has come up. And if you do want to delve any deeper, like I say, you can contact me for a personal reading. But until next time, please do remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful October. Take care of yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself and others. Namaste.